Hello everyone, I'm Ilaria Vigna from Lionard Luxury Real Estate. Today we are in Florence and I'm taking you inside of one of the city's most important palaces, Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna. After years of quiet disuse, the palace is coming back to life thanks to a major restoration project that carefully preserves its invaluable artistic and historic heritage while introducing a contemporary luxury vision. We're gonna have an exclusive access to the construction site, which represents a rare opportunity to see this major restoration in progress. So, venite con me! Our journey begins from here, Piazza Michelangelo, one of the most iconic terraces in the world. From here, we can definitely enjoy a breathtaking view. Right in front of us rises Santa Croce district, one of the most sought-after residential area in Florence's historic center, where true Florentines live, a neighborhood that offers an authentic local lifestyle and everyday experiences beyond the tourist routes. Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna is located at the heart of Santa Croce, on Via Ghibellina, just steps from landmarks such as the Sant'Ambrogio Market and Piazza Santa Croce, surrounded by traditional local shops and some of the city's most renowned restaurants. Once the restoration is completed, the palace will host 8 exclusive apartments designed to meet the highest standard of modern living, surrounded by original frescoes and Italian-style garden. And now, let's go to explore Santa Croce district. Let's begin from here, Piazza Santa Croce, the square that gives its name to this district and reflects its authentic spirit, a vibrant mix between art, history, and Florentine life. One of the most iconic squares in Florence that is dominated by the Basilica di Santa Croce. Nearby, you will find landmarks such as the monument to Dante Alighieri and Renaissance palaces like Palazzo dell'Antella. And every June, the square becomes the stage for the historic Calcio Storico Fiorentino, the traditional tournament involving Florence's 4 historic districts. This is one of the places where you can truly experience Florence's authentic lifestyle. And right here, in this remarkable district, stands Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna. Here, mornings begin at Sant'Ambrogio Market, where vendors greet you by name and people converse about vegetables and locally cured meals. This square is pure and authentic Florentine energy, with artisanal stores and family-run bottega that have occupied the same medieval buildings for decades, where techniques are passed down from one generation to another. History and tradition overlap here. We moved now on Via Ghibellina, the very street where Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna stands. It is one of the historic arterias of Florence's center, yet discreetly set apart from the city's busiest streets. And just across the road, we come along Casa Buonarroti. Yes, Buonarroti, like the great artist. The house museum built on the site where Michelangelo Buonarroti once lived with his family and descendants, a place that still preserves original works, documents, and memories of his life and legacy. Another landmark we find along Via Ghibellina is the historic Palace Giacometti Cioffi, home to a luxury hotel and one of Italy's most legendary restaurants, Enoteca Pinchiorri. History and Florentine life continue side by side, shaped by a landmark that has evolved during the time. The same is true of Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna, which has grown alongside the city itself. In 1857, the property passed to the Nobile Vivarelli Colonna family, whose name it still bears today, and it remained in their care for more than a century. Here we are at Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna, an elegant 15th century residence woven into a Renaissance fabric of Florence. 5,200 square meters over 3 levels, surrounded by 1,700 square meters of Italian-style garden. A quiet green oasis hidden in the very heart of the city center. Currently, the entire property is undergoing a careful restoration to bring back the entire building to its original splendor. To follow this ambitious project, the same group that reviewed 2 historic Florentine landmarks, Palazzo Serristori and Palazzo Portinari Salviati. This project will deliver 8 brand new luxury apartments, exclusively for sale with Lionard, and available to tour from today. The first wing of the palace will host 4 residences of exceptional historical value, featuring original frescoes, finely carved stuccos, coffered ceilings, and period fireplaces, all overlooking the internal garden. The second wing will offer 4 luxury apartments with a contemporary design in harmony with the historic architecture, many of which open onto a quiet internal courtyards, while others offers unparalleled views over Florence's rooftops with priceless glimpses of Brunelleschi's dome. We are now in the Italian-style garden, designed in the 18th century, with the geometric layout and perfect symmetry. At the center of the garden, we find this majestic Baroque fountain, a symbol of Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna. The sculpture shows Orpheus, the mythical singer who descended into the underworld to bring back his beloved wife. It was Gabburri, the previous owner, who commissioned the fountain after the loss of his own wife. Now, let's go inside. We are now on the Piano Nobile in the historical wing of the palace. The true soul of this project and what really makes this palace breathtaking is the richness of its frescoes. Nearly 700 square meters of walls and ceilings are covered with paintings by some of the most important artists working in Florence between the 18th and the 19th centuries. That's why the rooms we are about to discover are filled with saints and symbols from the ancient world. This room was once the ballroom, where receptions and celebrations took place. The vaulted ceiling above was painted in the first half of the 19th century by the Tuscan artist Francesco Nenci. The scene shows the triumph of Bacco and Rheanna, surrounded by a series of delicate faux bas-reliefs that frame the central scene, with episodes from the life of Bacchus, the god of wine, fertility, and bliss. The room reveals its original aristocratic function through every detail. The marble fireplace, the neoclassical stucco decorations, the Ionic pilasters along the walls, and the 5 mirrors that once reflected candlelight during evening's gatherings. This room was created to impress and celebrate, and now it's ready to start a new chapter. From the ballroom, we move to the antechamber, where every detail is designed to amplify the light and reflection. 3 large panels with carved, gilded wooden frames multiply the space and the colors of the frescoes, creating a theatrical result. The author of the paintings in this room was Giuseppe Collignon, considered one of the leading exponents of Tuscan neoclassicism and remembered as a central figure in the transition to the early sensibilities of the 19th century. Along the wall, he represented episodes of the life of Socrates. On the ceiling, a painting of the Roman goddess Minerva sits entered at the center of a novel, embodying wisdom and virtue as guiding values of the house. And take a look at this amazing marble fireplace. In this third room, the neoclassical frescoes tell a powerful story. Here, the author Gasparo Martellini painted the story of Virginia, a tale that symbolizes the fight against tyranny and the defense of virtue. Along the walls, dramatic scenes unfold with clarity and emotional intensity, while at the center of the vault, Minerva appears once again, this time riding her chariot drawn by horses, watching over the story below as a symbol of justice and wisdom. And the next room offers a completely different atmosphere. The walls and ceiling are entirely covered by a single immersive landscape fresco with pastoral scenes and classical elements. As we step into the corridor, the space is flooded with light. Here, 5 French windows are framed by 4 elegant columns. The vaulted ceiling features frescoes by Antonio Marini, an exponent of Tuscan purists in the 19th century. At the center, a novel depicts Boreas, the god of the north wind, abducting the Athenian princess Oryzia. According to the myth, their union gives birth to the twins Zetas and Callias. You can see them represented on the octagonal panel on the ceiling. And at the end of this amazing corridor, we found another room and another treasure. The ceiling was painted by Carlo Morelli. Here we see Eros and the genius inspiring love among the human arts, painting, sculpture, music, tragedy, and astronomy. Just to give you an idea of the property's richness, the rooms we've seen so far represents only a portion of what the apartments in the palace's first wing have to offer. We have reached now the second floor of the first wing of Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna. We are inside one of the 2 apartments already available for viewings. And you can find the full listing exclusively on our website, Lionard.com. Overall, it offers 390 square meters of interiors, plus a 20 square meters private terrace overlooking the garden. The focal point is this majestic fireplace. Decorated with bas-relief and crowned by 3 playful putti gathered around the Vivarelli Colonna coat of arms. The composition celebrates both family lineage and artistic virtuosity. Above us, at the center of the ceiling, a large 32 bas-relief composing is framed by elegant stucco decorations. And now, something special, a remarkable discovery made during the restoration. And now, let's go to the second wing of the palace. We are now in the second apartment, already available for viewings and located in the Palace Contemporary wing. This residence offers 300 square meters of interior space and 22 square meters of courtyard. The renovation will bring these spaces up to the highest standards of modern living. Here, you'll find elegant parquet flooring in the living room and the 3 bedrooms, ceramic finishes in the kitchen, and marble in the 2 bathrooms. All while preserving the historical value of the residence, like these original columns here. Before leaving, let me show you one of the true privileges of living here. Climbing up to the mezzanine level of one of the apartments, you are greeted by a 360-degree view over Florence. From this window, Brunelleschi's dome rises almost within reach. Just beyond, you have Sant'Ambrogio Market, where we were just before, remember? From the opposite side, you can see all the way to Piazzale Michelangelo, the starting point of today's tour. Purchasing one of the 8 apartments created through this exceptional restoration of Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna means gaining access to a full range of dedicated residential services, including reception and concierge. As owners, you'll also enjoy privileged access to high-end amenities. And that's why we're here, at Palazzo Portinari Salviati, a historic 15th century palace which comprises exclusive residential units, a boutique hotel, Michelin-starred restaurant, and wellness center. As you might recall, this historic building was restored by the same group now overseeing the transformation of Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna. Today we had a glimpse of what truly means to live in Florence, and Palazzo Vivarelli Colonna is the ultimate expression of this way of living, where history, comfort, and world-class experiences come together. To learn more about these exclusive apartments available, visit Lionard.com or contact us directly. From Firenze, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us on this tour, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. And arrivederci al prossimo video!